subscribed to my channel, you would know what we're going to be talking about. So yeah, subscribe so you can know the topic beforehand. And I think this is going to be a weekly thing, so let me know how this time works for everyone. But before we get into the topic, just an update on our 3-month hair growth challenge. It is on, it is live. My video on the hairstyle for this 3 months is up, so you can subscribe to get updated on everything concerning the 3 month hair growth challenge. It is so good. I've been doing it for almost 2 years, and like the results is amazing. So you do not want to not hop on this. So really good. So anyways, we're talking about regrowing our edges. I know edges is a very sensitive topic because a lot of people struggle with their edges, and I realized that it's actually the most problematic part of growing. Like, your hair can be thriving, your edges are nowhere to be found. So it's something that is very sensitive. Even for me, that I understand my hair, I understand my routine, regrowing my edges is something that I always constantly doing every single time. And I really want to be intentional because I never really had edges. Like, growing up, I never really had edges, and just recently finding out I have fine hair really explained a lot for me. So I realized that any form of tension, manipulation on my edges is like they're going to fall off. So I've come a long way regarding my edges. Like, my edges have come a long way. Before, you would not see this on my hair. Like, it was so bad, so you would never find hair here. But I've come a long way that I filled in a lot of space in my edges. But if you look clearly, like where my hairline starts and like this, we still have a lot more to go through. So this is what I'm actually trying to fix. So I'm going to share with you some of the things, like special or conscious efforts I'm making to regrow my edges. So the first thing is that I am not actually adding any form of tension and manipulation to that part of my hair, and simply I'm making my hair myself. So hi, if you're coming on here, don't forget to leave any questions in the chat box. I can answer for you guys. We're talking about how to regrow our edges, just a little catch up. So the first thing is not applying tension to that area. I'm also going to share with you my routine on, like, behind the scenes of my routine, because I'm trying something and it will take months to see my results. So that's one thing about being on my live. You get to have exclusive access to what I'm doing before I actually release the full video. So you can join in and we can both see our results together. That's the fun thing about being on my live. So hi, welcome. Leave your chat, I will answer that. And yeah, let's get into that. So the first tension, like, try and avoid tension on your edges. If you want your edges to grow, make sure you're not applying tension to it. So one hack I give is that I make my hair myself. One thing I've realized with hairdressers, they tend to want the hair to look perfect, so they literally take every single strand into a braid. And if you think about it, you're pulling your hair out, and over time it is going to break. And that's the reason why with every protective hairstyle you see that your edges are just receding every single hairstyle. So what I do is that I do not pick my edges. Like, if I pull it out, you would see that, like, they are not actually in the braid. I make sure that I pull them out so that you can actually see now, like, the problem areas I need to cover. So because of that, I do not actually apply tension to my edges. That's one very important thing. Tension manipulation can cause your hair to break. And if you have fine hair, try and avoid heavy extensions. That's another thing that kills your hair, because when I used to have the braids, like, every single time I straighten my protective hairstyle, braids, twist with heavy extensions, and I'm sure everyone has experienced when their hair is literally falling off with their braid, and you just think, oh, my hair is old, so it fell off. Your edges are going. So I know it wasn't a concern then, we're all for, like, the hairstyle, but if you want a healthy looking long hair, especially in your problematic areas, which is your edges and, like, the back of your hair, try and avoid tension and manipulation to them. Another thing is that making sure that they are protected while you're sleeping. So when you're sleeping, it's very important to have, like, a scarf or a bonnet, because if this rub on, like, fabric, clothes, your pillowcase, it would tend to tangle and develop, like, single strand knots, or they will dry out, which can lead to, like, split ends, and they are breaking off. So try and protect it. And it's best to have a routine. So I'm going to share with you what I'm doing to my hair, because I have fine hair. So your hair is prone to breakage. So what I do is that I make sure that I use treatments to my hair. I have a weekly routine I'm doing to my hair, whether that's my wash day routine or my moisture routine. But I also make conscious effort to doing routines, particularly to my edges, because my whole hair is can thrive with my weekly routine, but my edges need extra attention. So this is the routine I do. So the first thing is that I go in with my conditioner. This is the Mazuri leave-in conditioner. This is a very thick one. So when you have a very when you have high porosity hair, you tend to go for thicker products. But the thing is that your scalp health is also very important. I need to make sure that you're not using heavy products, especially in a long-term protective hairstyle. You don't want to develop product buildup, clog up your pores, limit hair growth. And because of this is a thick conditioner, I use my spray bottle. So I put my leave-in conditioner into my spray bottle, which I'm going to do the whole routine with you guys. I'm just explaining beforehand. So I'm going to put this into it just to make sure that the product is not too heavy for my hair, and I'll just spray this on my hair. And it's also good to have this because you can just in a go just spray your hair, because you don't have to worry about the routine being long. It's a very short routine, so you do not have to worry about it being so long. Then for treatment, when it comes to strengthening your hair strands, it's very important to incorporate treatment in your routine. And I have my herbal oil here. So this is my herbal oil. I have a very detailed video on how I make this on my channel, but I will show you the things that I use and explain why I use them. The first thing being fenugreek. Fenugreek, I've been using it since 2020. It looks like this. This is how it looks like. This helps to strengthen your hair, prevent hair loss, and it's a very, very, very I don't know how to explain it. You can use it in so many ways. You can use it as a hair rinse, you can use it as a hair mask, you can also use it in your oils. It's just something that you can add to your oils that will just make it better. So treatments are very, very important. They are underrated but very important. The next thing is moringa. This is how it looks like. And to get this, I get all of this in my local market. So I'll try and find a link, maybe Amazon, Jumia, depending on where you are in Nigeria. So it's easy to source for these things in my local market. So this is how moringa looks like. Same thing, it helps strengthen, reduce hair loss. And most of all these treatments or herbs, they do similar things. So you do not have to use every single herb out there. Less is more. Just pick the ones that you're sure of and would work for you. And the next thing is rosemary. Everybody knows rosemary helps in preventing dandruff with your scalp, scalp health. It helps a lot with that. I'm running low, so I'll definitely go and get some more, but this is how